Okay, today we're going to do a video on roasted vegetables. I talk a lot about protein, and I think protein is key. I really think it's important for you to have like 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal. But vegetables are hugely important too. They're very nutrient dense, but they're also so easy to skip. And so I find if I have them prepped ahead, one way is to have these roasted vegetables in the fridge that I can just put on the side of my protein or on a salad. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I've got the oven preheating to 450. We want to roast at a high temperature. It's going to kind of caramelize them and make them sweeter. So I've already got some peppers and onions prepped, and I usually leave these a little bit bigger because I like to peel the skin off of them once they're cooked. But I like to toss them with an oil and salt and pepper them. Okay, and then you can do so many different vegetables. I can't think of a vegetable you wouldn't want to roast. But so I've got the peppers, onions, mushrooms, and the key is just to kind of cut them to the same size. Okay, that's important. And I kind of lay them on the tray separately instead of mixing them all together because they take different lengths of time, and that way I can kind of stir them and pull them out as they get done. I did the peppers and onions together because they take about the same amount of time. I use olive oil. I think coconut oil is actually a better choice. I think it's healthier. I don't like to heat olive oil, especially extra virgin olive oil, at too high of a temperature, but I don't care for the taste. So it's a little compromise, that, the taste of coconut oil. So it's a little compromise I make. So I just toss them in oil, give them a good salt and pepper, and then go ahead and put them on the pan. Okay, and you don't want to crowd them, but they can be kind of close because they're going to shrink. Okay, and then I'm going to do some carrots, and again, kind of cut them the same size so they cook the same amount of time. Okay, and again with the oil and the salt and pepper. And you know what? I think I'm going to put these on the pan with the peppers and onions because I know that they take about the same amount of time. And you want to do as much as your oven can handle, because if you're going to take the time to do this and heat your oven to 450, you want to get the most bang for your buck. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put them on the same tray as the peppers and onions. Okay, you can do sweet potatoes this way. Those are phenomenal. Parsnips are great. Asparagus is awesome. The green beans, I get them from Costco, and the ends are already snipped off, and I love that part. I just give them a good wash, and then I coat them with the olive oil and salt and pepper. And like I said, don't be shy on the salt and pepper because you want them seasoned pretty good. And always use a good sea salt. I like the Himalayan pink salt from Costco, but I think it's real salt. It's a sea salt. You want one with the minerals in it, okay? So give them a good toss. And we're going to go ahead and put those on our pan too, okay? And just kind of spread them out. You know, and I could probably even do another pan here. But these mushrooms are going to shrink right up. You'll see how much they shrink. Okay, so get these kind of separate in case they cook different. Spread the onions about a little bit. Alright, so there we go. We got them on the pan. We're going to put them in the oven, and we're going to check them probably after about 10 minutes and see how far they are, and maybe toss them around a little bit and take out any that might be done, and we'll come back for that. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes, so we're going to check them real quick to see how they're doing. They're really sizzling away in there. So, pull one in a minute. Oh yeah. Okay, so I like to just kind of give them a little toss. See, they're starting to caramelize just a little bit, but they're still pretty raw. So, I'm going to try another 10 minutes probably, and then we'll check them again. Check the other tray. See, they're already starting to shrink up there. Kind of just give them a toss. Looking good, but we'll try another 10 minutes and see where we're at. So, see you in 10. Okay, we're back here 10 minutes. I did switch the pans around because the bottom pan was getting done quicker. So let's take a look and see where we're at. Smells amazing. Can you see the caramelization here? I'm going to take the carrots out. Kind of crisp on the bottom, which is so good. So I'm going to put these on the platter a minute. Because I think I want to cook the peppers and onions just a little bit more. I really like those nice and cooked. But you can take them out to whatever level you like. And you know, remember they're going to cook a little bit more. They're going to get a little softer as they cool a little bit. So I'm going to spread these out. Move them around. Okay, can you see that? How yummy that looks? They're just so, so good. And these are great. I like chopping these up and putting them on my salad. It's like a little bit of sweetness in my salad too. So I like to serve with steak or chicken. Big hunk of protein and veggies on the side. Let's take the other pan. Oh, okay. These are looking good too. I'm going to give the beans a little bit more. I'm actually going to take the mushrooms out because I've learned if I let the mushrooms go too far, they kind of turn into shoe leather. And I don't like shoe leather for mushrooms. So they're just nicely cooked through. A little bit of garlic powder is awesome. Some garlic or onion powder, but really just salt and pepper is just amazing on these. Okay, so we'll set those to the side. And the beans are pretty close to being done. And I think what I'll do is I'll show you kind of how I make them a little bit Asian at the end. And I mean, sometimes I get these super crispy and they're almost like fries to me. I love them so much. So I'm going to give these just a few more minutes too, and we'll be back and everything should be done. So our green beans, we're going to sprinkle a little bit of garlic powder on it if you want. This is just like a little oriental version. And then just a smidge of sesame oil. Okay, and then just kind of give those a toss, and it just really gives it an awesome flavor. Okay, oh, I can smell the sesame oil right now. So we go ahead and serve those up on a platter, and like I said, I don't even use a fork for these. I pretty much just eat them with my fingers. They're just so yummy. So I'll take these over and we'll take one last look at all of our roasted veggies. Okay, so here we go. Here's the roasted veggies. You saw it maybe took us 5 or 10 minutes to prep and clean them, and maybe 20-ish minutes to cook. And we just had to check them a few times, so it's not like it's very labor intensive, and you have plenty of veggies for a couple of days. Hope you enjoyed the roasted veggies video.